Hello everyone. Today we are in fitting shop. As previously I have told you that in fitting shop we perform fitting operation. So as you know we get jobs after many processes and finally we need to assemble them. So variability is inherent in all manufacturing processes. So to we need to correct their dimensions in order to assemble them. So all these activities are performed in fitting shop. So to understand the operations, the processes in fitting shop, today we will prepare a T from the mild steel strip. So the dimensions of the T is 15 to 15 to 6 mm. Okay, so before we start working on the job, I will like to demonstrate all the tools which we are going to use in the fitting shop. So first, this is the mild steel strip. So we will use this piece as raw material. And okay, so moving to next. So these are files. So files are used to remove material, unnecessary material. So files are classified based on cut, like single cut file, double cut file. Again, we can classify files based on their cross section. So like this is the triangular file. This one is knife edge. You can see the thickness of there is a difference of thickness from the sides, and this is the half cut file. Okay. Again, this is the scraper which we use to remove any material, any minute, if there is any minute material, unnecessary material, so we use scraper. So the files which are old or worn out files, so that we convert into scraper. And this is the striking tool hammer. So this is a cross pin hammer. You can see that this pin is perpendicular to the handle. That's why we call it cross pin hammer. If this pin is parallel to this rod, this handle, in that case you can we call it straight pin hammer. Okay, so this is vernier caliper. I think you all are familiar with this. And this is divider. So this is used to uh, for the dimensioning purpose. These are calipers. So this is the this caliper is used for to measure outside diameter, and this is used for inside diameter. This one is odd leg caliper, we use for marking purpose. So this is chisel. It is made of hard iron. So it is used to cut soft iron plate sheets. And this is filler gauze. So you can measure the cavity, the gap between two mating surfaces, or two assembled pieces. Is if any gap is there, you can measure. Then these are taps. So taps are used to create internal threads in a piece. Like in mild steel strip, you want to create internal threads. So these threads are used in a series, and this is the wrench. So with this wrench, we use to hold these tabs. Okay. Then these are punches. So this is center punch. So center punch is used like you want to drill over a piece. So with the help of a center piece, first we will create a impression, a depression at a place. So that's why it will be easy to drill over that place. And this is the dot punch. So with the help of dot punch, we create contour of the marking. And this is the hexa, which is used to cut the pieces. And this is the tri square. So the tri square can be used in many ways, like this is the scale and this is the base. So we can use for measurement. Again, you can check right angle with the help of tri square. Also you can check parallelness with the help of the tri square. So this is very important tool. And this is a scriber which you have already used in sheet metal shop. So this is used for marking purpose. Now we are going to mark the piece for the operation. So as you can see that there is a gap between there is a gap of height around the corner. One corner is at higher side and one corner is at lower side. So measure the length of 50 mm from the lower corner side. We marked a point with the help of scriber, and with the help of the tri-square, uh, we will uh, we will mark a through line like this. Now we are going to cut this piece. We are going to start the cutting operation. So we use hand hexa to cut the job. So generally we provide 35 to 40 strokes per minute to cut the strip. Uh, so after cutting operations, we have got this piece. So after cutting operation, so this is the piece. So dimension of this piece is 15 to 50. So we will check it. So okay. After checking the dimension, we will perform filing operation with the help of file. So we will right now the dimensions are 50 to 50. After filing, we will make it of 48 mm. So 2 mm is there for filing operation. So now we are going to file this piece. So this is the correct position to mount the piece. Its exposed height should not be more than 5 to 10 mm. Because if you are putting at higher position, then during filing operation it will create more noise. We will see how to file. So this is the proper way to file the job. You need to ensure that every time you are filing in a flat position, don't file like this. If you file like this, you won't be able to get the flat surface. So after filing with the help of tri-square, we check the corners for right angle. So here you can see that it is touching proper both side. So you can see that a clear right angle is formed after filing operation. So in that way, you need to file all the sides, and you have to check all four corners for the right angle. This is our piece after cutting and filing operation. This is the layout of marking. Uh, I have already shared with you all this drawing. So now we are going to draw the marking on the piece. So we put a layer of white powder on the piece so that marking can be seen easily. And for marking purpose, we use odd leg caliper. So as you can see that at a distance of 12 mm, we have to draw a line. So we have stretched the caliper for a distance of 1.2 centimeter, and we put this caliper at an angle of 45 degree, so that you can easily pull it to your side. So like this, we have drawn a line over the piece. So we have created this line with the help of odd leg caliper. Now we are going to mark this line. So this line is from this corner is at a gap of 18 mm. So we will stretch the caliper for 18 mm, and now we will mark the vertical leg. Okay, so this is from one side. Again, from other side, we are going to mark second line. So this is the final marking from both the side at a gap of 18 mm. We have drawn the line to create the vertical leg. Okay. Now with the help of dot punch, we will mark the contour of marking permanent marking. You can see here. So only we will mark those areas which we are going to cut. So only outline will be marked with the help of dot punch. So you can see here that this area and this area we need to cut. So only we have marked we have permanent mark with the help of dot punch. So these are the dot punch. We have not marked over here because we need to keep this line. This is the horizontal leg of the T, and this is the vertical leg of the T. So only these two legs are included, and this area and this portion we need to cut. So after cutting the contour which we outlined with the help of punch, so we get the T. So this is our final result. So after the series of operations like marking, then filing, and finally cutting, we get this T. So we will check it again, we measure it, and if any variability is there in dimensions, so with the help of file, you can adjust those dimensions. So this is our final result. So our aim was to create a T as per given dimensions. So we have created T. Thank you everyone for your attention.